This week on Theme Park Worldwide the show, we take a look at the news and rumours surrounding Universal Orlando Resorts and the exciting developments coming in the next few years. We also look at some of the latest additions coming to the UK for 2014 that are set to open within the next couple of months. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide the show, and that means it's time to cue those titles. And yes, once again, a very warm welcome to Theme Park Worldwide the show. We had a brilliant time out at Heidi Park Resort. I hope you enjoyed all the updates, and obviously all the videos are now online here on YouTube. You've got part 1 and part 2 of the vlog. It includes us travelling to the park and the info you need for that. We had last week's show, which was brought to you from the park, and also Thorpe Park in Chessington. And of course an off-ride video of Flug the Diamond, which was the brand new wing coaster, which is absolutely fantastic. It's better than the Swarm, it's a brilliant wing coaster, and yeah, just an all-round good ride. If you want to know a bit more about it, if you have not seen our on location episode last week, make sure you check it out after you finish watching this week's episode, of course, because it's absolutely brilliant. And also check out the vlog. Yes, it's about an hour and a half long, it's in 2 parts, but I think you guys would really enjoy it, and I know the feedback on all the videos from Heidi Park have been really good so far. So if you've not yet seen it, really recommend you go and check that out. We had a brilliant trip, it was absolutely awesome, and I'll tell you all about it in those videos there. If you have seen them, it's good to be back here in the UK. Of course, we've got all the UK parks and stuff. We've got a bit more coming up, and I'll tell you that in our UK theme park news next, which is coming up right about now. So yes, just a little bit of UK theme park news this week, and we're just going to have a quick look at some of the updates on what's actually coming to the UK, what's not open for the start of the season. Obviously we're coming towards the middle of April now already, we're about a month into the UK theme park season, into the main part of it anyway. Alton Town has nearly been open a month again by the time, in a couple of weeks. You know, time is going quick this year, lots has already happened for us on the channel, and there's so much to come. But yes, Pleasurewood Hills, you've got there Marble Madness, which is the it's the wild mouse from Flamingo Land in Yorkshire, which has been obviously taken down, bought by Pleasurewood Hills, and there it is. Do they look like Minions, or is it just me? Don't you think? Look at them, like with the eyes and stuff up front. They do look like Minions, but it's called Marble Madness. It's set to open, the rooms at the moment, there's still no official opening date, but we're thinking late May, early June for this. It's going to open. There's another look at it there, another view of the cars. They look really nice, as you can see, you know, really well themed, much better than the old sort of, they were like different coloured, like brown and white ones, mouses. Believe it or not, it was the wild mouse. But yeah, it's looking really good there. You know, I can't wait to see this when it's open. We are going to be going down to Pleasurewood Hills, well, across near Great Yarmouth it is. We're going to be going over there, doing the Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach and a few of the other attractions. This summer, which is going to be really good, have a little, you know, weekend away over on the coast, so that'll be really nice for us. So yes, we've got that opening sort of late May, early June. As soon as we get an official date, I'll let you know here on the show. Next up, we're just going to have a look at CBeebies Land. Obviously, Alton Tower is just up the road from here. Here's one of the latest pictures. It's actually progressed a bit more since I took this photo the other week. This is like obviously this old Screw a Nutty ride goes through there, and which is now the Treetop Adventure. That's like the poor trees on there. It actually used to have some like leaves and stuff on the branches when it first opened, and I assume they just blew off and stuff and didn't replace them. It's nice to see them on there. It looks really good, really made them, you know, extended on the theme what was already there. Further down on that, you can't really see it in the picture, but there's daisies on there and stuff, which is really quite cool. And now, since the picture was took, the CBeebies entrance sign is now placed on there, and it looks really, really good. It's like the big cloud, the CBeebies logo basically for the land, if you've seen it. It looks really cool, and it's got the Get Set Go bugs on there as well. Next up, there she is. Look at that. How different does that look compared to the Screw a Nutty? You got the white fencing around there. I believe that's going to be around the perimeter of the area as well, as it is a one in, one out area with a maximum capacity, so it is going to get quite busy. But yeah, look at that, it looks very different, very bright, very vibrant. Can't wait to see. Are they going to use the old queue line? Are they going to put a different queue line in? Who knows at the moment, we're not too sure on that. Because obviously the area sort of ends there, and there's a fence up blocking Sonic Spinball off from CBeebies Land. So we'll soon see what happens with that. And then finally there, you've got another photo of the construction, and that is of the big show Fun Time, where Mike the Knight and all the other characters, don't have a clue who they are by the way, but yeah, Mike the Knight, whoever that is, I'm sure people who've got kids who watch the show, you know, will know, or maybe some kids who do watch the show might know who Mike the Knight is, and some of these other characters. But yes, it looks really good. You can see there's like a little marquee sort of in the middle. That's like just on the plans shown. There's going to be like, I think 3 marquees. Then you've got the big stage at the back. It's going to be a very grass area, very landscapes. And I can't wait to see that when it's all complete. So a bit of updates there on what's coming to the UK theme parks. Obviously we showed you Angry Birds last week. Again, check out last week's On Location episode after you finish watching this. If you've not seen it, it was really good in my opinion. You know, it was one of the best episodes we've done on Theme Park Worldwide, and I know you guys all enjoyed it, which is really, really cool. Next week for UK Theme Park News, we're going to be at Drayton Manor. Yes, we will be there quite a few times again this year. We will be picking up our season pass next week. And yes, make sure you check out next week's show. It's going to be really, really good. From Drayton Manor, we're going to be looking at Air Race, which is the Zamperla ride, which is going to be opening quite soon. Going to be getting the latest construction images and videos and showing it to you here on the channel. And of course, this Saturday at Alton Towers, I remind you once again, it's the Theme Park Worldwide Meetup. You guys are all invited. It's free to come to at Alton Towers. You do need admission to the park, so obviously you've got to pay to get in or use your annual pass or however you get into Alton Towers. But it's actually free to go on the meetup. It's basically going to be a day around the theme park together. We're going to be great. We're going to film a vlog like we do on the channel. Or anyone who comes will be featured in it. It's going to be great. If you do want to come to that, it's 9:45 AM. We're meeting at the Frogs on Tower Street. There's about 30 odd people confirmed so far, so it's going to be really good. If you are on Facebook, on the Theme Park Worldwide Facebook page, which you can just search for, we have got the event on there where you can come as going and set your status as going. If not, just turn up on the day. It's going to be great to meet all of you guys. I cannot wait. Anyway, moving straight on, it's time for Worldwide Theme Park News.
Enter in the amazing world of Angkor. Brand new at PortAventura.
Now, is it me, or is that the most extreme advert for a splash battle you've ever seen? I'm not complaining, it looks really, really good. Obviously they've got some quality theming. I'm going to show you a couple of images in a minute of how it's progressed. But yeah, for a splash battle to have a TV advert, it's probably the first splash battle to have like a TV advert just devoted to it. I know that Battle Galleons at Alton Towers was sort of, along with Mutiny Bay, had an advert. But for just a splash battle, it seems like quite a big sort of thing to put out there. Really good advert, really enjoy it. And of course, since we last showed you construction a couple of weeks ago, it's really progressed like this. So that's how it was a few weeks ago. And that there is how it looks now. How has that come on in about 2 weeks? It's absolutely amazing. The scenery looks really good. It looks just as good as the concept art. Even if not a little bit better, to be honest, in the concept art. You know, I didn't think it'd have all the landscaping with sort of the trees and bushes and vines growing up things. I thought it'd take time to grow with that, but no, they've put it all in there. They must have done some extreme planting. And look at that image there. Really amazing, really good area. It's going to be really good when this is open. So work began on Angkor, the Max Splash Battle, in August 2013. PortAventura have said that over 300 workers have been involved in this. It's been a 6-phase project. Obviously you started with the earthworks in August last year, then into foundations and the installations of the system, civil engineering, civil works, installations. Then you've got the plan of the town, like the area what Angkor is placed in. Then you've got the landscaping and theming, and obviously the ride equipment. So 6 main sort of stages to build in this splash battle. It's took them since last August, quite a long time to build a splash battle, but look at the quality of the theming. As I said, again, you know, absolutely amazing what picture you saw there. Really, really good. 19 metres tall, the station building there, which is like the temple. It's amazing, 19 metres tall. We are going to be there in the summer to go and check this area out in July. We'll be there for the 4 AM ride close when it's open all the way through the night till 4 in the morning, and we cannot wait for that. Look at the boats as well. The boats are really quite cool, which you saw in the image just. The boats are really interesting, like a log. There's no sort of like pole in the middle. It's just a nice little log. It's like a little raft boat. I quite like that little raft ride. But yeah, construction went from nothing there to bam, it's up in a space of 2 weeks. You know, the water was put in, the boats were in, it all went in so quick, like the actual system, the motors and stuff. Because obviously a splash paddle works not with like a wheels in with a wire around. It doesn't work like that. It's just like a free flow system that's got a couple of pumps in to actually pump it round. So that's quite interesting. Obviously it goes in quite quick there. It is Mack Rides after all. They do produce amazing rides and amazing theme parks. Europa Park. But yes, looks really, really good. Moving on from Angkor, we've got Universal Orlando Resort. We're going to have a bit of speculation now. Nothing 100% confirmed. But obviously Disney have made some interesting moves. You know, they've got rid of some of the entertainments, and they've brought in FastPass Plus, which limited the FastPass system down to 3 rides. That's been scrapped since, I believe. Not too sure on the full details, but I will find out for next week's show for you. But yeah, it's quite interesting, you know. And then Universal's really pushing things, really going up, you know, up in everyone's league. Obviously, it's only been there since sort of the mid-90s, you know. So it looks really, really good there. And what they've planning it is a King Kong ride, and that is Project 340. So here's a little look at where Project 340 is going to be located. You can see there the little red box. That there is actually 4.5 acres of land, and on there they plan to put a show building in, which is actually twice the size of Forbidden Journey, which is the Harry Potter dark ride at the Wizarding World. So that's really good. I assume we're sort of thinking Gringotts coaster scale, which is the new one opening this year at the Wizarding World, Diagon Alley. But it looks, you know, it's a big space there in Islands of Adventure, Universal Orlando Resort. You know, and also we're looking at seeing Jurassic Park as well. Jurassic Park bringing out the new movie. I think it's 2015 that coming out. I assume just after that we're going to have this massive new attraction to carry on the franchise at the resort. Look at this concept art. Look at that, wow. If it turns out anything like that, it will be one of the best dark rides in the world, I'm sure. But yeah, it looks really, really good. Again, a big show building. I think that the construction of that will begin, you know, quite soon. This is expecting to open in a few years' time. Again, it's all just strong, very strong rumours about these attractions. I don't normally bring sort of rumours to Theme Park Worldwide, but it is practically guaranteed to happen. It's come from the same people that predicted the Despicable Me ride and Transformers and even Diagon Alley and Harry Potter. So, you know, it is going to happen, this, and it will be really good when it does. When it's going to happen, we're not too sure. But a third gate is also being planned for Universal Orlando Resort. That's going to be a water park. Now, obviously, they've got Wet n Wild, but Wet n Wild, whether it's going to replace that and they'll expand out to the side on some of the barren land, or whether it's going to be built on some of the new land. They've got lots of land around Universal to build on, so it's going to be interesting, but that's expected to open around 2018, so there is a few years to go yet. Disney, well, people are always going to go to Disney. Disney's amazing. I love Disney. I'm sure most of you guys do as well. But Universal are really stepping up the game now. I think Disney better watch out in years to come. I think in 20 years' time, Universal could be the top destination to go to. I know for a lot of people it is now, but Disney will always be Disney, won't it? So we'll see what happens. Send in some comments, let me know what you think. I'll read them out on next week's show. That's all for your news for this week. It's now time for a look at your merchandise and some new items to my merchandise in Merch Paradise. So as you know, I've just come back from Heidi Park last weekend. Really good trip, as I've mentioned many times. And yes, we brought some new merchandise. If you've been to the Merlin Parks in the past couple of years, you'll know that they do theme park resins like this. Whoop. There you go, magical there out of nowhere. I'm going to show you 3 of my favourites. So the first 2, you got Colossus, which is the big wooden coaster at Heidi Park. It's an Intamin Woody. Look at that, really nice quality sort of resin. A lot of the Merlin Parks do these now, which is really cool. And then next up you've got Crake, which is the B&M dive coaster. So the track comes in down there into there, and then it actually comes out this end, so they've not put that in on the resin. But yeah, sort of goes to nowhere. Look at that, really nice. The Crake one there as well. Also, obviously they've got Flux de Dino, which is the new wing coaster. Sorry, just getting off my shelf. Look at the comparison with these. They look quite the same shape. Look. Obviously, the small one's a little bit bigger there than the Fluke the Diamond one, only a tiny bit at the top. But yeah, they look quite similar. Look, obviously that small one's just got the first row on. This has got it's got 4 rows on that one, which is interesting. But yeah, the same sort of shape, same idea. It comes down the track here in the middle. Look, really, really interesting. So yeah, they're the resins. I've got loads now. I've probably got about 16, 17 resins from the Merlin Parks. I just need to go to Gardaland now to complete my collection. You never know, I might pop out there this year, you know what I'm like. But let's have a little look at some of your merchandise sent in. Sam Carroll, there you go. It's not just an Alton Towers map, what you might be thinking. It's actually been signed by the legend that is John Wardley. Really good piece of merch, and thanks for sending that in to us. You got Lucas Morris with a set of Universal mugs. There you go, a couple of them there. Really nice. I'll be getting some for my small collection of mugs when I've been to Universal this September. Going to be great. And then so we got Michael Boyd with a 2004 book, The Guide to Alton Towers. I've got this somewhere at the World of Theme Parks in my archive collection somewhere. But yeah, it's a really good read. I might get it out again tonight and have a little bedtime story, a little read. And then finally, you got Andrew Seeley with a selection of resins from the parks. There you go. A bit of different ones than I've shown you there, but I'm sure I have shown you some of them ones before in my collection. Whoop. If you've got any merchandise, what's something a little bit different, a little bit unique, send it in to us here on the show and I'll put it in next week's episode. It's now time for your Magic Moments.
There's magic moments filled with love.
So guys, it's time for your magic moments. Remember, if you do have any magic moments, to send them in to us at ThemeParkWW on Twitter and also by private message on our Facebook page. The first magic moment today goes to Callum Gross. There he is on the log flume at Alton Towers, but that there is his very old photo of the log flume, not like the flume as it is now. Obviously it used to be logs. We're going back about 10 years something now when it was changed. 2004 I think it was, but yeah, very different there. And of course it had the logo actually there, not printed on the photo. It's actually up behind the photo. Amazing how the technology worked back then. Next up, you've got George Crispin Reese on Timber Falls at Pleasurewood Hills. I'll be getting that credit when I go this summer. Thanks for sending that in, guys. You got Jenny Cousins in Trafalgar Square. She says she knows it's not a theme park, but she thought it was a nice photo. That's fine, Jenny. She's one of our biggest fans. So there it is for you here in the show. Really good to see that there with your friends having a good time in London. London. Yeah, I can't do the London accent. Then finally, you've got Imagineering MC with a Minecraft Tower Street. Minecraft is getting very big now. And look at that. That is my Tower Street. You know, I see it most days, Tower Street. And yeah, look at that. Really, really nice. Thanks for sending it in. That's all for your magic moments. It's now time for some shout-outs. So yes, our final section of the show, and it is this week's shout-outs. The first one's going to Nobody's Perfect. Second one, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0, 1, 2, 6. I don't sing for everyone, it was just because it was Nobody's Perfect. I don't remember the song. You got Jenny Cousins, you got the Ninja Cat 20, Theme Park Vortex, Lou Ramsey, Louis Pooh, you've got Adam Vickers, Richard Robinson, Alton Towers Mad, Jamie Atkin, Alice Jones Hawes, Worldwide Attractions, Jamie Bradshaw, Matt Swain, Alton Towers AQA, Jamie Loosley, Mr Baker Games, Ride On Review, Theme Park Lover UK, Man United Fan 7659, Annie Stribling, Dylan Smiler Templars, Sam Carroll, Nathan Fisher, Nathan Muir, Graham Cambridge, Rollercoaster Central. They are all of your shout outs for this week. If you have one for next week's episode, make sure you comment below on this video or tweet it at ThemeParkWW or like the Facebook page where you can just send it in to us just there. That is all for another episode of the show. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back again next Tuesday evening with even more news, shout-outs, magic moments and merch paradise. And of course, we're going to be doing a little section from Drayton Manor, which is going to be great. Coming up on the channel over the next few weeks, we're going to be at Helix in Lidsberg for the opening of that. Going to be amazing. It's in Sweden and there's going to be updates across the whole weekend, the 26th and 27th of April. And we're going to be live from Sweden over the weekend with updates on Facebook and Twitter. And we've got many other things as well, like the Theme Park Worldwide Meetup this Saturday at Alton Towers, 9:45, meet at the Frogs. My name's Shawn Sanbrooke, this is Theme Park Worldwide, the show, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a great week, see you next time. that means it's time to cue those credits. See you later, guys. Have an amazing week. And if you're coming to the meetup, I'll see you on Saturday, 9:45 at the Frogs. That's it. You can put the credits in now.